What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. This is just speaking to me, and I have to do it. I'm quoting this first part from Tim S. Grover. He has a book called Winning. Tim S. Grover, he's a best-selling author from the author of the book Relentless. You can check him out at timgrover.com. Again, I just want to give credit before I read this, and he thinks I'm not crediting him. Okay. When Conor McGregor lost to Khabib, which is I'm killing his name, he was exposed by the limelight and has never found his way back to the true darkness that allowed him to win. Now hear me out. Winnie won't accept this version of Conor because this Conor still thinks and acts like he's winning. Winning knows he is not. This is about so much more than an injury. If you read the book Winning, you get this. He hasn't taken the necessary bus ride back to hell. Winners know that in order to repeat, they have to get on that bus, along with all their demons and monsters and skeletons asking, now what? Conor can't answer them because that bus ride needs to be taken in silence. Winning requires real talk or no talk at all. The only things you hear are the silencing of your heartbeat and the shortening of your breath as you approach hell. You have no choice. You either commit to take the bus ride to hell and fight your way back to winning, or the hell will come for you either way, snatch your heart out of your chest and make you watch it as stomps out your last breath and you lose forever. That's the difference between taking yourself to hell and hell taking you. One you control, the other you are done. Now, you're going to say, Erica, oh, here you go, palling on Conor McGregor. But I have to do this video. I have to. Listen, I've met so many people who are ultimately super successful, men and women in the industry, different industries that I know. And they're doing things and saying things that are out of character. Out of character with who they are. Out of character what they've accomplished. I mean, you've got kids in the suburbs acting like they're gangsters. You got kids who've been to private school for their whole childhood acting like they're street thugs. You've got people going out into these characters on the internet. For what reasons, I don't know. And the reason why is because they the darkness that pushed them, the drive that pushed them to really create these businesses, create these opportunities for themselves, they don't know what to do now. They don't know what to do now. And they're losing, but because their ego and pride can't let them stop and go, hey man, I'm losing and I'm still facing the same problems I was before. That's why they're keep losing. Now, we know, listen, we've seen people, I've personally seen people get married 2-3 times. And you really want to pull them aside and be like, baby, that's you. That's not that woman. That's not the other woman. And it's not the third woman. They're all been the same type of woman you keep marrying over and over. It's you, baby. Right? We've seen people get in dating relationships over and over with the same person. But the same person in the equation is always the same. It's them. They have not dealt with the demons, the issues, the problems that brought them to the first person, or the second person, or the third person. I promise you, money solves a lot of things only because it gives you enough time and space to breathe, to think, to go, okay, what can we do, left or right, or pivot? Now, when I leave this man's earth, I want my legacy to be known that I pivoted when it was the right time. I pivoted when it was best for me and my family, my children, my future spouse. I want it to be understand that I was willing to take the bus ride to dark places for myself, to examine myself, to renew my spirit and my mind. That is this what I want? There's this great quote talking about once you really dig for the why you want something, you may no longer want it. You may no longer see any value in it. And again, this social media world, on average, most people have a 2 to 5 year run, in social media as far as YouTube, Instagram, flavors of the week, flavors of the month. It's a rotating desk. Now, the people I've seen last the longest are people who every couple of years reinvent themselves, every couple of years come out with a new product, new service. Tony Robbins out there, throws a big world tour every couple of years or every other year. Sade comes back with an album every 5-10 years. She takes a break, go live her life, honey. And her name is Helen. The band name is Sade. But anyway, she goes and lives her life, and then she comes back and she's renewed and refreshed. This is why you'll see me kind of talk on the channel a little bit about mini retirements. I've worked on other little side channels that I don't even mention in the community chat or here because I know it's there for me to dig. It's there for me to start anew. It's there for me to build them up. Right? And what happens is when you get, sometimes we get a little money, we get a little fame, we forgot why are we doing this? What are we doing this for? Who is it for? Why is it for? Ego takes us out of the loop of what we were originally doing something for. And so I encourage you to face those issues and face those things, because you'll keep repeating them. You know, one of the books in the Bible people love bringing up is like the the Jews being lost in the desert for 40 years. And why were they lost for 40 years and a whole generation died out? And it's because they did not learn the lesson. It's like they kept being on, Dave Ramsey's baby step 1 and couldn't leave that because it was a mindset. It's because they refused to take that ride of silence. And again, I've been sharing it in the blogs and stuff like that. And a lot of people get mad with me because on Monday they go, hey, it's Monday. Da, da, da. I'm like, hey, Monday's a quiet day for me. Mondays are Mondays of solitude. Mondays are quiet Monday. Mondays are journal Monday. And you're not allowed to interrupt that for anybody, period. I set that standard and tone for myself. My staff knows it. Everybody knows it that works with me. Usually if they want to contact me, it's like after 5 p.m. on Monday. So again, I want you to understand, Conor can't win, and it's because he won't get real with himself, right? And it's really because, he hasn't won a fight in 5 years. And really the Floyd Mayweather thing was like a courtesy because Floyd Mayweather made it interesting, kept the guy upright, but literally the guy was losing. So you really have to kind of understand that. And part of the Floyd Mayweather appeal is also the Great White Hope thing. America loves that. We love it in basketball, football, everywhere. Tim Tebow to NBA to whoever. We'll find a guy that we're like, look, against all odds, I think I'm taller and stronger than, not necessarily stronger, but taller and weight more definitely than Conor McGregor. The average man does, honestly. The guy's like 5'5". So I think it's important that we learn lessons from our sports and our heroes that we watch on TV, but also realize, what does it mean? If you don't pivot, if you don't learn from it, you will literally watch, and I've seen it, people do desperate, weird things to stay relevant in Hollywood, weird, desperate things to be on TMZ Live, weird, desperate things to be relevant for no reason, right? There's a couple I watch on YouTube. They say crazy, outrageous things that I know aren't their everyday life. Why? Because it's that rush to get back to that place of feeling important on this man's social media. And I just don't want it. I'm at a place now where I'm willing, at the end of the year to really step back and enjoy a mini retirement, because I've given it my all. I've given it my gusto. And if I don't pivot or don't sit back and have some quiet and learn, okay, why are we doing this? Why are we continuing doing this? Yes, it's helping people. Yes, it's developing people. But we also have to be personally developing ourselves and having a well-balanced life. So, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was beneficial to somebody. And hopefully Peter has this out by the morning. So, you guys, this is your girl Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Again, we're doing the Classy Climb Tour. The first 4 cities are August 7th, San Diego. August 14th, Oakland. August 21st, Atlanta. August 28th, Washington, D.C. Hope to see you guys on the road. We're going to have a lot of great speakers and a lot of great people who did 6 figures in 6 months. People who've done $1 million in a year. And they can tell you step by step what they did. But really, ultimately, you have to understand your why. This is your girl Erica. Later.